Pros have better routines than you, or the ones you have on YouTube, and here's why. When you started competitive Fortnite, you looked to find a routine that would fast track you to pro. However, despite this, there is no video that will cater perfectly to you. You looked through and ended up picking a routine that trains your aim and mechanics. However, you still ended up falling behind and questioned why you're not a pro. That's because the pros know exactly what they're lacking in and understand the game and know the drills to improve their weaknesses. For example, Reet used the headshot box fights map by Raider464 to improve his aim for headshots, and now you can argue he has the best aim in the world, as sources himself. For example, Mero also knows what each creative map improves, like Pro Zone Wars improving your mechanics, awareness and composure when you're under pressure. Now, to find out how to make your routine, you should figure out what you aren't good at by VOD reviewing. For example, I looked at the fact that my shotgun aim was poor, so just like Reet, I started using the headshot box fights map, and now my shotgun aim has improved quite a lot. This is something that can be applied to all things. You should always have free building in your routine, or 1v1s, or piece control. I have all these in the routine that I use, for example, and every pro has at least one of these. Pete uses 1v1s and free building, same with Clicks. Paul uses piece control and free building. Vino's entire routine is just doing 1v1s, and many others have something similar. For aim, I've already explained in previous videos how aim works, but there's basically 3 attributes that need to be trained when you're training your aim. These can easily be done through Kovacs routines and aim drills in Fortnite. For example, Muzz got his insane aim from doing a ton of aim drills in game. However, some pros like Vino don't train their aim because they don't need to. Not every pro needs to train every single attribute of their game. Sometimes pros are just good because of their genetics, and that just happens in life. It's the same with sports. In real life, for example, we know Messi is the greatest dribbler of all time and just the greatest football player of all time, but he was naturally just good at dribbling with the ball and was just good at so much more on the attacking front. That's why you need to look at your weaknesses and strengths and see what you actually need to train. Sometimes you need to look at if something is going to naturally just get better just by playing the game, or if you need to focus on improving that. This is why players like Vino don't train their aim, and they find it's boring. Now, how do you actually figure out what you need to improve? Well, you need to VOD review your own gameplay. This is the best way to find out your weaknesses and strengths and build a solid routine. You won't find a routine that suits you perfectly on YouTube because nobody is you and with the exact same skill set. You need to create a routine yourself and draw it every single day to go pro, otherwise it's just not worth it. Again, if we look at pro athletes, especially in team sports, coaches will get the team together and analyse their latest matches and see what went well, what went poorly, and how to fix it for the next time so that they perform better. If you do all this and get the best routine for yourself, then I promise you that you'll improve so much more at the game and just anything you apply this to in your general life. If you enjoyed this video, then check out how I trained with what the most optimal routine was for me for 1 month in the description below. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.